Mr. A.K. Hazarika, Chairman and Managing Director of India's largest oil and exploration company, ONGC. He joins us live now. Mr. Hazarika, good morning. Thank you for joining us. First, share with us the new timeline for the ONGC FPO.
Yeah, actually FPO is on card. Actually, as Prime Minister already announced in the budget that this ONGC FPO probably will come in fiscal 2012, and accordingly we are working, and these timelines have not been finalized, but it will be coming probably by middle of April as on date.
Right, you were planning to hit the IPO market, the primary market, in the month of Feb, then it became March. Now why April?
Yeah, because there's one issue, very important issue, that as on date we are not able to comply the SEBI requirement of clause 49. We have sort of independent directors, and that is the main issue, and I think it is being looked into by the government, and we'll be able to go through this PO by mid-April as on that, because I think you must have heard about the statement given by the DOD Secretary, Mr. Sumit Bose, and he has clearly told that FPO is coming, and FPO is slightly late, not totally abandoned. It is coming in the fiscal 2012, and it will come to the market by mid of April. As on that, I know whatever.
Mr. Hazarika, is there a chance that it may be delayed further than April as well?
No. As on that, there is no chance of delay. It is going ahead, and Finance Minister also expected this realization of money for this FPO of ONGC in next fiscal only.
Right. Mr. Hazarika, higher crude oil prices have indeed eroded ONGC's realizations as well because of a higher share of discounts you have to give. With such higher prices, in the fourth quarter, can we see your realizations come under severe pressure? And what is your own estimate if levels of $85 upwards do sustain then? Where do you see your realizations?
Yeah, actually, this crude oil, our realization price does not follow with this price hike, because our realization or retention price of the crude oil is always a fixed rate, about $55–56 what we get. So therefore it does not matter for us, because any increase of crude oil price, it does not give much benefit to us. Sometime I could say that if the price goes beyond $75, $70, $80, rather we lose some money on this realization. So it does not have any impact on us, because we are working on that amount for all projects development. So it does not affect much on price hike of the crude oil.
Mr. Hazarika, I have a PTI story which says that the ball is with ONGC's court, and the Petroleum Ministry has now relaxed the deal norms.
No. Petroleum Ministry is still talking about all other norms which has been precondition earlier, given 11 conditions. Out of that, he still says that this royalty payment should be cost recoverable from the total revenue generation of sale of crude oil from this project. So therefore, that is the main interest our ONGC's issue, and this has been taken care of by Honorable Petroleum Minister. That point is still there. At the same time, he also taken up that the court case which Kane has gone to the court for regarding payment of cess, that also he asked that it should be withdrawn. So that is the main two issues of ONGC, and which has been taken care of. So there is no dilution on the ONGC condition yet.
So Mr. Hazarika, just to reiterate your point, you're trying to say that if the preconditions for the deals are removed, then the deal can go through and the royalty issues can be separately discussed as well?
No. I think royalty issue needs to be settled fast, and other condition can be discussed later. That is the condition I think our Honorable Petroleum Ministry has said.
But you are absolutely certain that you will not budge on the royalty number and the royalty estimate?
You see, don't ask me to other this thing. This thing we have taken up with the minister, and minister has agreed that yes, this is cost recoverable. That's why he is taking this issue very strongly. So I think this issue should be sorted out. Then after that, I think other issue can be later discussed and sorted out. Once these two issues are sorted out, I believe deal can go through.
Mr. Zarka, you know, stocks of global oil companies are trading at their multi-month highs, but ONGC stock is sulking as high prices, or rather crude prices, do erode your realizations. How do you aim to get the best valuations for your FPO in this environment?
No, you see, this is the issue to be talked to the government. Government, we are just, government has a majority share on this ONGC, and government wanted to disinvest 5% out of that. And government knows the position, and they have to take a call. We are working on the behalf of government for this FPO to come to the road. That is our job. So whether it will be doing well or not, I cannot say at this moment. But I believe it should do well. The amount of expectation of realization by the ministry, our government, will be realized, I believe.
Right. The original size, Mr. Zarka, does that remain the same, or given the market conditions which are tough, have you cut the size of your FPO?
No. I think it is as on today. It is a government decision. No, it is a 5% disinvestment of the government share. So that is still there.
I'm going to ask you a broader question. So I'm going to skip a bit, Mr. Zarka. Fundamentally, are you bullish on crude?
Hello?
Right. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Mr. Zarka, this is Nikunj Dalmia. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Wonderful.
Low.
So my question is, and it is more like a macro question. Fundamentally, are you bullish on crude? Are you bearish on crude at current levels?
Yeah, crude oil price, I earlier also told that crude oil price, even if it goes, our detention price almost remains same. So I always say that the situation, what is happening today, crude oil price going, is definitely going to impact this Indian economy. And of course, I believe this our economy based on quite robust footing. So we should be able to absorb this shock also. Because we have seen that situation in 2008, in August 2008, when crude oil price gone up to $147 a barrel. That time also, as a company, our development projects were not delayed. Also, as India also, that shock could be very successfully absorbed. I believe any price rise, believe government will be able to absorb this. At the same time, I'd like to also say, this type of situation, some of the burden has to be shared by the public also. So everything cannot be absorbed by the government. Some of the impact has to be shared by the people out country.
Mr. Zarka, this month NELP 9 round is coming to an end. Do you plan to bid for blocks by the end of the month?
Yeah, because this date was now postponed to 28th of March. And we are working on it. Yes, we will be definitely participate in the bidding.
And would you be in talks with any global companies? Would it be consortium-based bidding that you're looking at?
That is actually we are working out, but I'll not able to tell with whom we are talking or whom we are deciding. But definitely we will be looking for some good partners if possible.
Okay, so that's the model that you're looking at. A global company and you form a consortium.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mr. Zarka, when crude prices were at $85 per barrel, the oil secretary had indicated that for oil exploration companies, the total subsidy bill will not exceed 1/3. Now that crude prices have gone up by about $15 in last 10-15 days, will the subsidy ratio remain the same? Have you got any sense and indications from the finance ministry?
No. As on today, it is the same formula adopted, and we have not got any communication from the petroleum ministry that our burden will be increased or decreased, whatever it may be. As on today, we are having the same formula adopted by the earlier also by the petroleum ministry, that 1/3 to be borne by upstream sector. Out of that, of course, being a highest profit company, larger size of ONGC, we are taking about 81% of that 1/3 as on today.
So what to your mind is your current subsidy number?
No, I cannot say what is going to, because we have already given this up to third quarter nearly 13,000 crore subsidy to the oil marketing companies. So we do not have any feedback from the ministry yet, because ministry has also not worked out what will be likely burden of subsidy for the fourth quarter. So when it is done, then only I believe we will be informed, and accordingly we have to act.
On a pro rata basis,
I have no idea.
Right, sir. On a pro rata basis, if crude prices move up by $1, how will your subsidy burden change?
Yeah, that I have not worked out, because again it has to be worked out by the ministry and then they say us, but I have not worked out that what is the impact it comes. There are no standard formula. That is the issue. That's why we cannot guess how it will go. It will be difficult to guess. And how much government provide this subsidy. And this will be, whole situation has to be reviewed when it goes beyond a certain limit. So then it has to be worked out. So at this moment, I think it is difficult to say.
Mr. Hazarika, finally, you're also engaged in gas production business. How are you reading into the deal which has been struck with BP and Reliance Industries, a JV for gas marketing and distribution business? Do you see that as an option for ONGC? And more importantly, can ONGC also actively look at this side of the business?
Yeah, definitely. I believe this BP Reliance deal is good for the country. I believe, in my personal feeling, because BP is a technically very expert company having large experience in deep water exploration, and in all deep water blocks which we have today in India, we are finding gas only. So therefore, production of gas is the deep water is a very risky job, technically very important. So I think tying up with the BP and Reliance, I think a good deal for the country. And we are also looking for similar tie-up in our exploration business also, because we have also a large number of deep water blocks where we also look for such type of participation or such type of arrangement if possible. So we are also interested in a similar way.
Is there any global player which may have evinced interest?
No, we'll be also, that's why I'm telling you, we are also working out with this company. Today we have got Petrobras in 2 blocks, and also one time we had some discussion with BP. So same thing will continue, and probably we may also be successful in tying up some international good expert company for our oil exploration business, especially in deep water.
Are you in advanced negotiations with anyone where you want to sell stake in the existing block, or your dialogue is only restricted to your future E&P activity?
Yeah, future, because existing block means NELP blocks only we can go for partner. So we are working on that, and future also we are looking for some partner. And as I told earlier that in NELP 9, we are also looking for some partner. If it is successful, then we will bid together, or also after having the block, we can look for some partnership of giving some equity for those companies who has got technical expertise. Because we do not want to tie up with anybody. We want to partner with a company who can add value to our exploration business. That is especially those experts are of deep water exploration activities.